Do you need a new house building? Well, you've come to the right place. Here on the 2-Bit Reality YouTube channel, we build houses for a living. We actually don't. We really don't. My name is Mike, welcome back. So we're going to take a look at saitAREALTY, kind of what my views is, and I don't think it is all it is cracked up to be. This feels a little bit rushed, and it feels a little bit like a kind of competitor to the whole Lily Finance news. So let's take a look at the market. You can see here over on Crypto Bubbles, Saitama down 23.7%, the biggest loss so far out of kind of all of the tokens that generally people look at. And then when we take a look over on DEX tools, we can see it has seen a little bit of buying pressure. We have seen definitely a couple of big buys. At the same time, a lot of people selling. And look, with the whole Lily Finance thing, people are going to sell out for ETH. It's just as simple as that. Anyone that was going to buy, say, Lily Finance on Saitama is going to sell out. So do I think we're going to go a bit lower? Yes, I do. You can see the volume is really high, nearly $26 million in volume, but our market cap is dropping, and people are selling their Saitama for ETH to be able to go and buy Lily Finance over on Uniswap. But look, that is not why we're here. We are here to talk about saitAREALTY. So we got this on the back of, I guess, the Binance failed AMA, if you like, or failed discussion. For whatever reason, it didn't happen, whether there was a confusion as when or whatever, but it didn't happen. And then we sort of got this announced out. And there's a couple of things that just take my eye to, that I sort of question the legitimacy of this. And as we go through this video, I'll kind of explain what I mean. I don't think this is a serious project. I don't think it is. I think this is a bit of a stall tactic. I think it's a bit of an ambition, and I think potentially it could be something they look at, but I think it's a bit more of a kind of distraction technique. Just my opinion, but let me show you why I think that. So we got this. Thank you for your continued patience with saitamask. As previously shared, Max and our team engineers continue to work tirelessly to ensure the saitamask works optimally and the swap function is not affected by front-running bots. We will make a separately announcement when the swap function is enabled. So separately announcement, whatever that means. Interesting. But they announced this. Stay tuned for our YouTube live announcement where we will share more about saitAREALTY token and its utility. And there's a white paper and all the rest of it. So we saw this. Here's the white paper. Now, the first thing that, again, makes me question this is their white paper that is on a Google Drive. Okay, so you can see it's up here. It's a Google Drive. You can see mine now says edit. So I can actually open this with Google Docs and go in and edit this white paper. It doesn't edit on the website, but my point being is that I can go and edit the white paper from Saitama. So again, I can click Google Docs. I can open it. I don't get the background, but I do get the whole kind of white paper that I can go in and adjust it and change it. Again, it doesn't save to the web page, but look, here we go. This is the saitAREALTY white paper, March 2022. So yeah, the fact that it's on a Google Drive means for me, this is, why isn't it just a link on the Saitama website? Why isn't it part of the roadmap? It's just sort of chucked out. We also see in here, housings with a Z is interesting. I know you might say, well, look, Mike, you're only picking up a couple of spelling mistakes, but the point here, what I'm trying to make is that I don't think this is that serious, because if it is, they'd have vetted this before this came out. I think this is a complete distraction technique on the back of Lily Finance being launched. And look, what is it talking about? Well, it's talking about housing and making housing and using crypto to buy housing. And I guess it's kind of the complete opposite to what Lily Finance is offering, which is a medical term for crypto. This is offering real estate. But when you look at the website, and I'm not a web designer, but this does feel like it's been chucked together in the quickest amount of time. A couple of spelling mistakes, very, very basic in terms of its look and its feel. And then even the roadmap feels super basic. If it's part of the Saitama ecosystem, and you think about saitamaker, saitAEducation that we've talked about, we don't even have this for that yet. So we don't even have a white paper and a roadmap for the saitamaker, and NFTs are going to be huge this year. And we've sort of got this chucked out. The team's all the same, and again, just kind of, you know, into the kind of thing. But even these kind of 3D basic pictures always feel just a little bit strange. We did get this kind of, I guess if you want to call it, advert, which again just feels super basic. Now, I did see an advert that was running initially that started it, which was taken from another project. I don't know how legitimate that was that I saw, but it was just something I came across. But again, the saitAREALTY advert, if you like, does feel very basic. So again, it all just feels very, very rushed for me. and very, very chucked out. When we see a lot of people doing YouTube videos, a lot of people kind of debating it, and a lot of people sort of questioning, I guess, the legitimacy and why. So just my opinion on it. I think it is a bit of a ploy to take some heat away from Lily. It's a bit of a ploy to take some heat away from the whole saitaMask situation. You know, there's a lot of tokens that I imagine were getting very frustrated. They've paid a lot of money to get on there, and this feels like a distraction technique. But let me know in the comments below what you think. I'll talk to you in the next video.